During World War I, the Germans experimented with the use of Cellon, a transparent covering material, in an attempt to reduce the visibility of military aircraft. However, it proved ineffective and even counterproductive, as sunlight glinting from the covering made the aircraft even more visible. But the recent evolution of fighter aircraft has been nothing short of extraordinary. America and top world countries have been pushing the limits. The invincibility, blistering speed, and unparalleled maneuverability of these machines is nothing short of magnificent. Join us as we explore how America has created the first ever invincible fighter jet. Number 18. The Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. The Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, introduced in 1966, has left an indelible mark on aviation history, serving both the United States Air Force, USAF, and NASA. Only 32 of these iconic aircraft were ever built, exclusively for reconnaissance and experimental research purposes. Notably, the SR-71 featured state-of-the-art stealth technology. Its phenomenal speed of 2,192 miles per hour rendered it nearly invincible in the face of potential threats. Even if detected by enemy forces, the Blackbird could effortlessly outrun interceptors or surface-to-air missiles. The sheer velocity of the aircraft created a unique phenomenon. The air in front of it couldn't escape in time, resulting in immense pressure and soaring temperatures reaching several hundred degrees. This extreme environment expanded the metal structure, necessitating the aircraft to be built in two small pieces. Consequently, the SR-71 had a distinctive quirk. It leaked oil when stationary. Despite such peculiarities, the Blackbird's unparalleled speed and technological advancements solidify its legacy as an iconic and groundbreaking aircraft in the realm of aviation. Number 17. The Dassault Rafale. This jet is still one of the best fighter jets in the world. Its country of origin is France, and it was first used in combat in 2002. The Rafale is highly capable. That's because the French-made Dassault Rafale is one of the world's most capable multi-role fighters. After a long and often slow development process, the French Air Force and Navy finally started using it in 2001. It has since been exported to many other nations, including India, Egypt, and Qatar. Rafale has also seen active service in many combat arenas, from Afghanistan to Syria. It has been improved over time and now has some of the most advanced electronics of any plane. The Rafale can track 40 targets at a time and fire simultaneously on 4 of them. This aircraft is still deadly, as was proved by its ability to shoot down an F-22 Raptor in 2009. It is currently estimated this aircraft will remain in service until the 2030s. Number 16. Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. The Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk is a retired American single-seat, subsonic twin-engine stealth attack aircraft developed by Lockheed's secretive Skunk Works division and operated by the United States Air Force, USAF. It was the first operational aircraft to be designed with stealth technology. The F-117 Nighthawk was developed in response to the urgent national need for a jet fighter that could operate completely undetected by the enemy. In true Skunk Works fashion, it was developed rapidly and in complete secrecy. During 1976, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, issued Lockheed with a contract to produce the HAV Blue technology demonstrator, the test data from which validated the concept. On November 1, 1978, it was decided to proceed with the F-117 development program. A total of 5 prototypes would be produced, the first of which performed its maiden flight during 1981 at Groom Lake, Nevada. The first production F-117 was delivered in 1982, and its initial operating capability was achieved in October 1983. All aircraft were initially based at Tonopah Test Range Airport, Nevada. The aircraft's faceted shape, made from two-dimensional flat surfaces, heavily contributes to its relatively low radar cross-section of about 0.001 meters square. That's about 0.0108 square feet. To minimize its infrared signature, it has a non-circular tailpipe that mixes hot exhaust with cool ambient air and lacks afterburners. It is also restricted to subsonic speeds, as breaking the sound barrier would produce an obvious sonic boom that would increase both its acoustic and infrared footprints. While its performance in air combat maneuvering was less than that of most contemporary fighters, it was strictly an attack aircraft, despite being commonly referred to as the stealth fighter. Number 15. Northrop Grumman, B-21 Raider, the Northrop Grumman. B-21 Raider is an American strategic bomber under development for the United States Air Force, USAF, by Northrop Grumman. As part of the Long-Range Strike Bomber LRS-B program, it is to be a long-range, stealth intercontinental strategic bomber for the USAF, able to deliver conventional and thermonuclear weapons. The B-21 Raider will be a dual-capable penetrating strike stealth bomber capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear munitions. The Air Force intends the B-21 to replace the Rockwell B-1 Lancer and Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit by 2040, and possibly the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress after that. The Air Force began planning for the B-21 in 2011 and awarded the major development contract in 2015. The B-21 made its first flight on November 10, 2023. It is expected to enter service by 2027. Many aspects of the B-21 program are highly classified. The program is designated as a Special Access Program. The Congressional Research Service noted in 2021 that the B-21's technical details and specifications, such as speed, enabling systems, size, required stealth, structure, number and type of engines, projected weapons, and onboard sensors remain classified, although some information about various other aspects of the program have been made public since 2015. The first photos of the aircraft were released on December 2, 2022, taken during a rollout ceremony at Northrop Grumman's production facilities in Palmdale, California. Number 14. F-35 ABC Lightning. The primary advantage of the F-35 family lies in its advanced integration of various sensors and the safeguarding of pertinent information on a helmet-mounted display capable of projecting 40 degrees horizontally and 30 degrees vertically. The F-35 helmet display amalgamates a heads-up display, a binocular vision that projects night vision without necessitating separate night vision goggles, and a visual targeting sight. Moreover, the F-35 helmet sight can merge a picture from 6 different visual sensors around the aircraft, so the pilot can see through the aircraft. According to the manufacturer's brochure, the Collins Aerospace display is customized for each pilot and comes with video recording. If the helmet sight and controls on the throttle and stick are insufficient, the cockpit comes with a few touch controls and a very large touchscreen that can be reprogrammed as pictured below. These capabilities are precisely why the F-22 A Raptor the author admires at air shows does not make the list. Yes, the F-22A has thrust vectoring, is faster than, and has even better stealth than the F-35, but the F-22A lacks the sensors and extensive weapons carrying capability of the F-35. Instead, while the F-22 can only pack the AIM-120, AIM-9, a 20mm gun, 21,000-pound JDAMs, and 8 small-diameter bombs, the F-35 can pack many more weapons by variety and quantity. Furthermore, the F-35A has optical sensors to help designate and deploy those weapons. Finally, the F-22A depends on 1990s-era multifunction displays versus the F-35A's wide touchscreen that can display flight data alongside sensor data alongside text messages. Number 13. Sukhoi Su-30. The Russian double multi-role fighter is a 4th-plus generation designed for air superiority, capping at a maximum speed of 1,317 miles per hour. The Su-30 is designed to destroy air targets day and night in simple and difficult meteorological conditions, as well as against the background of the Earth when using active and passive jamming, airspace control, blocking enemy airfields at great depths, and actions on land and sea targets. The Su-30 can also be used to control group combat operations and gain air superiority, destroy enemy airborne assault forces, as well as conduct aerial reconnaissance and destroy ground targets in simple and difficult meteorological conditions. Small arms and cannon armament include an automatic rapid-firing, single-barreled cannon of 30mm caliber with 150 rounds of ammunition. The aircraft can carry up to 6 medium-range air-to-air missiles. The total mass of the combat load is 8,818 pounds. Number 12. Chengdu J20. The Chengdu J20 is also known as Mighty Dragon. The fifth-generation fighter aircraft developed by China's Chengdu Aerospace Company, the J20, is designed as an air superiority fighter with precision strike capability. The aircraft has 3 variants: the initial production model J20A, the thrust-vectoring J20B, and twin-seat aircraft teaming capable J20S. Descending from the JXX program of the 1990s, the aircraft made its maiden flight on January 11, 2011, and was officially revealed at the 2016 China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition. The aircraft entered service in March 2017 with the first J-20 combat unit formed in February 2018, making China the second country in the world and the first in Asia to field an operational stealth aircraft. On June 29, a new J-20 prototype with the serial number 2052 made its first flight at Chengdu Aircraft Corporation in China, newly powered by 2 WS-15 turbofan engines. This event was a major milestone for the WS-15 engine, a carefully guarded project whose rumors and hints of development had been carefully followed for the last decade and a half. Ever since rumors of the J-20, then known only as JXX, began in the mid to late 2000s. The maiden flight of a J-20 airframe with 2 WS-15 engines marks a major developmental step toward entry into service, and occurred after progressing through a preceding development, testing, and testbed flight campaign. Furthermore, the specific J-20 airframe in this case is a major new variant of the J-20 with its own external changes, as well as upgrades and new capabilities. Number 11. Lockheed Martin F22. Raptor. A fifth-generation multi-role fighter developed by Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and General Dynamics to combat enemy aircraft, cover troops and rear targets from airstrikes, and counter enemy air reconnaissance day and night in simple and difficult weather conditions. The F-22 is the first fifth-generation fighter in service with a maximum speed of 1,499 miles per hour. Armament includes a 20mm M612 Vulcan cannon with 480 rounds, air-to-air missiles, 6 AIM-120C AMRAAM, 2 AIM-9M Sidewinder, and JDAM corrected bombs. The F-22 is compatible with the GBU-39 and SDB-53B precision-guided bombs. The fighter is capable of launching missiles and dropping bombs from internal compartments at supersonic speeds. Number 10. Sukhoi Su-57. This is another Russian multifunctional fighter, but of the fifth generation. It has a maximum speed of 1,516 miles per hour. The aircraft CFT was designed to replace the Su-27 heavy fighter in the Russian Air Force. Most of the information about the Su-57 is classified. For this reason, only the approximate characteristics of the aircraft are known. In terms of wingspan and length, the Su-57 is larger than the F-22, but less than the Su-27. By weight, it probably belongs, like the Su-27, to the class of heavy fighters. The aircraft fully meets all the requirements for a fifth-generation fighter. It is inconspicuous, has a supersonic cruising speed, is capable of maneuvering with high G-forces, is equipped with advanced electronics, and is multifunctional. The Su-57 has the ability to control its artificial intelligence or operator in unmanned mode at long distances from the base. This removes the physiological limitations on speed and maneuver overloads, making combat tactics more efficient. The fighter is capable of performing tasks in integration with the latest UAV hunter. When interacting with a fifth-generation fighter jet, the stealth strike drone can become a breakthrough in the field of combat use of fighter aircraft, opening up a huge scope for effective interaction between the pilot and the combat robot. Number 9. Eurofighter Typhoon. This fighter jet is a multi-purpose fighter of the fourth generation, and serial production is currently underway. The aircraft was put into service with the air forces of Germany, Italy, Spain, Great Britain, Austria, and Saudi Arabia. It flies at a top speed of 1,150 miles per hour. According to an intergovernmental agreement of 4 states, Great Britain, Germany, Italy, and Spain, undertook to participate in the joint development and subsequent manufacture of a new generation engine for the Eurofighter fighter. The modular engine's average dismantle time is 45 minutes, and the characteristics of the engine provide the Eurofighter with the ability to cruise supersonic flight without switching on afterburner. The Eurofighter company claims that the aircraft is capable of cruising supersonic flight without turning on the afterburner mode of the engines at a speed of 600 kilometers per hour, but tests carried out in Singapore showed that in hot weather, the maximum non-afterburner speed with a combat load is 798 miles per hour. Number 8. Sukhoi SU35. The Su-35 is a Russian multi-purpose super-maneuverable fighter with thrust vector control of Generation 4+. The aircraft has a top speed of 1,726 miles per hour. The Su-35 fighter is a deep modernization of the Su-27. It has a largely new reinforced airframe. Unlike the previous Su-27M variant, the Su-35 does not feature a front horizontal tail or a brake flap. Instead, braking during landing is achieved by deflecting the rudders from the longitudinal axis. The Su-35 is outfitted with the IUS-35 information management system, electronic warfare equipment, and the option for group electronic protection stations. Inside the cockpit, 3 multi-screen displays and a holographic indicator on the windshield provide essential information to the pilot. Additionally, the aircraft is equipped with the F15 radiation warning system to enhance its defensive capabilities. Number 7. Sukhoi SU27 Flanker. The Su-27 Flanker stands as a testament to Soviet engineering excellence and innovation with a top speed of 1,788 miles per hour. It pushes the boundaries of craftsmanship from the USSR era. Equipped with a twin-engine configuration, it boasts the distinction of being the first Russian jet with a fly-by-wire control system, showcasing advancements that were ahead of its time. Designed primarily for air superiority, the Su-27 was crafted to counter the capabilities of new American 3.7 Gen fighters, such as the F15 Eagle. Armed with a formidable 30mm gun and 10 external pylons, this fighter has the versatility to carry a range of air-to-air heat, seeking short and medium-range missiles. Its combat capabilities have earned it a reputation as a formidable adversary in aerial engagements. Beyond its impressive performance in the skies, the Su-27's legacy is further solidified by its various accomplishments and enduring popularity, with numerous variants evolving over the years, some of which remain modern even today. The Flanker continues to demonstrate its adaptability and effectiveness 43 years after its inaugural flight in 1977. The Su-27 Flanker truly stands as a symbol of enduring excellence in the world of military aviation. Number 6. Aviation McDonnell. Douglas F-15 Eagle. The F-15, a fourth-generation American all-weather fighter, is meticulously designed for air superiority, reaching an impressive maximum speed of 1,872 miles per hour. Notably, the aircraft's structural resilience is demonstrated by its ability to withstand the impact of a 20mm high-explosive fragmentation projectile without resulting in the loss of the aircraft. Fuel distribution on the F-15 is strategically organized among 6 tanks, with 4 in the fuselage and 2 in the wings. The fuselage tanks, prioritized for their soft nature, are produced before the wing tanks. Autonomous power systems for engines, complete with individual supply tanks and a reining system, contribute to the aircraft's self-sufficiency. Additionally, most of the fuel lines are situated within the tanks, enhancing overall efficiency. To ensure safety, consumable tanks are shielded by protectors capable of withstanding bullets up to 12.7 millimeters in caliber, minimizing the risk of explosion. For an added layer of protection, all fuel tanks are filled with polyurethane foam, showcasing a comprehensive commitment to safety measures in the design and operation of the F-15. The General Dynamics 111 Aardvark, distinguished as a tactical bomber rather than a fighter, showcased its prowess with a top speed of 1,902 miles per hour. Prior to its retirement in 1998, this formidable aircraft boasted 9 hardpoints and 2 weapon bays. Its versatility extended to delivering a substantial payload comprising various options such as nuclear bombs, air-to-air missiles, or a 2,000-round machine gun. Remarkably, the Aardvark held the distinction of being the first aircraft in production featuring a variable sweep wing configuration. This innovative design led to testing for carrier-based operations, although this endeavor remained incomplete. Despite encountering challenges, there were instances of successful trials, underlining Aardvark's pioneering role in aviation technology and its adaptability for diverse mission profiles. The F-15 has been claimed to be one of the most successful aircraft ever built and is still in service with the U.S. Air Force. It was introduced in 1976 and will continue to be a part of the Air Force beyond 2025. Almost 1,200 F-15s have been built, and they have been exported to, among others, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. These aircraft were produced until 2019. It was first designed as an air superiority aircraft, but later the F-15E Strike Eagle was built, an air-to-ground derivative. The F-15 can load a variety of Sparrow, Sidewinder, 120 MRM, or drop bombs, for instance, Mark 84 or 82, or external fuel tanks on its 11 hardpoints. Together with its 20mm M611 Vulcan gun, it is no surprise that this beast has over 100 confirmed aerial combat victories. Before we continue, let's have our subscribers pick. America has created the first ever Invincible Fighter Jet. This American aircraft has been in development for a long time, but recently plasma has been added to it to make it invisible to radar. The plasma absorbs radio waves, making the aircraft undetectable. Chinese researchers claim they have tested successful approaches to apply this technology to military aircraft. One method uses radioactive material to ionize the air around the craft, while the other uses electricity. These approaches can be adapted to various aircraft designs without the compromises of traditional stealth aircraft. While plasma stealth could make the aircraft nearly invisible, do you think there are still factors to consider for safety during war? What do you think should be an immediate safety precaution in the case of a potential malfunction or vulnerabilities? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 5. The McCoy Mig 31 Foxbat. The McCoy Mig 31 Foxbat has a mind-blowing top speed of 2,153 miles per hour. Also, this one was once available for tourist flights due to its enormous twin engine with a thrust of 2 times 152 kilonewton. It was able to fly at supersonic speeds at both high and low altitudes. It is a Soviet interceptor built to take out enemy aircraft and has great capabilities to do so using a combination of active and passive radars. 4 Foxhounds can together control a front of 500 meters in length. The weapons that it has at its disposal are a 123mm gun with 2,060 rounds under the fuselage, 4 R-33 air-to-air heavy, or 6 R-37 air-to-air missiles on pylons, long or medium-range missiles, short-range IR missiles, or a special medium-range air-to-air missile for high-speed targets. The production ended in 1994, but it is unknown exactly how many MiG-31s were built. Between 400 and 500 is said to be a qualified guess. The MiG-31 is still in service with the Russian and Kazakhstan Air Forces today. Number 4. The X-2 Starbuster. The X-2 Starbuster, a remarkable American research aircraft, took to the skies for its inaugural flight in 1955 and gracefully concluded its service in 1956. It marked a continuation of the X-2 program, focusing on investigating the behavior of aircraft at speeds surpassing 1,522 miles per hour. Strikingly, the Starbuster was not armed, featuring a backswept wing that minimized air resistance, enabling it to reach an astounding speed of 2,432 miles per hour in 1956. However, the triumph of this speed milestone was accompanied by tragedy. Shortly after reaching this remarkable velocity, pilot Milburn G. Apt executed a sharp turn, leading to the aircraft tumbling out of control. Regaining command proved impossible, and Apt had to bail out. Tragically, the escape attempt was hindered as only the small parachute of the escape shuttle opened, resulting in a high-speed impact upon hitting the ground. This fatal crash brought a premature end to the Starbuster program, leaving behind a legacy of ambitious exploration and the perils inherent in pushing the boundaries of aeronautical capabilities. Number 3. The McCoy 25 Foxbat. The McCoy Mig 25 Foxbat was a Soviet machine built to intercept American aircraft during the Cold War, like the SR-71 and high, slow-flying surveillance aircraft. Since it was built to intercept the SR-71, it was required to have an extreme speed, hence its 2,043.5 miles per hour top capability. The Foxbat, unlike the Blackbird, featured 4 air-to-air missiles, which made it an interceptor rather than a reconnaissance aircraft. It has never shot down a Blackbird, but it has had many other combat missions that have been successful. For instance, in the Iran-Iraq War, over 1,100 Foxbats were built between 1964 and 1984. However, today, the use is limited, with its only users being Russia, Syria, Algeria, and Turkmenistan. Number 2. The North American X15. The North American X15 holds the current world record for the fastest manned aircraft. Its maximum speed was 4,443 miles per hour, which it attained on the 3rd of October 1967, thanks to its pilot, William J. Pete Knight. To be stable at these super high velocities, it had to feature a big wedge tail. However, the downside of this was that at lower speeds, the drag was extremely big from such an attack. Therefore, a B-52 Stratofortress had to carry it up to an altitude of about 49,141 feet before dropping it, at which point it ignited its engines. Just imagine sitting in a rocket measuring only 49 feet in length and then being dropped. It must have been a truly magnificent feeling. The X-15 was used at such extreme speeds that it did not use traditional ways to steer using drag over fin. Instead, it used rocket thrusters. This made it possible to reach altitudes higher than 62 miles, which was one of its world records. These are the 3 records that brought the X-15 rocket jet into the history books. It was the first operational spaceplane. It got to a height of more than 62 miles, and it flew more than 6 times the speed of sound, 5,099 miles per hour. Number 1. Northrop Grumman N/APG-81 AESA radar. The advanced radar system installed in the aircraft boasts impressive capabilities, enabling it to function effectively even at extensive ranges. Specifically, it can seamlessly transition into synthetic aperture radar (SR) mode, allowing for meticulous mapping of landscapes to identify targets and generate precise GPS coordinates, irrespective of any obstructive cloud cover. Moreover, when faced with optimal weather conditions devoid of cloud cover, Lockheed Martin has ingeniously incorporated an electro-optical targeting system, EOTS, beneath a strategically positioned sapphire window on the nose of the aircraft. This innovative integration eliminates the necessity of sacrificing hardpoints for laser-designated targets or activating the radar to derive GPS coordinates for GPS-guided weaponry. By housing the infrared targeting pods from previous aircraft generations within the F-35, it streamlines the targeting process and enhances operational efficiency. While equipping an aircraft with an array of sophisticated sensors is undoubtedly advantageous, it's imperative that the aircraft itself possesses the capability to effectively reach its intended targets. In this regard, the F-35 stands out, benefiting from the formidable Pratt & Whitney F100-035 afterburning turbofan engine. The formidable engine of the F-35 aircraft boasts an impressive array of capabilities, delivering a staggering 28,000 pounds of dry thrust and an astonishing 43,000 pounds of bright afterburner thrust. These power-packed specifications ensure unparalleled performance and maneuverability, essential for executing critical missions with precision and effectiveness. Additionally, as reported by airforce-technology.com, the F100-035 engine variant of the F-35 includes a jump jet configuration, distributing 18,000 pounds of thrust through the rear, 20,000 pounds through the lift fan, and an additional 3,900 pounds through both roll posts. This strategic allocation of thrust aids in controlling the F-35B model during vertical flight maneuvers, enhancing its agility and versatility in various operational scenarios. Moreover, the engine is equipped with an advanced health management system designed to continuously monitor its performance and condition. This system provides valuable telemetry data to maintenance personnel, facilitating efficient troubleshooting and maintenance procedures, thereby ensuring the aircraft's readiness and reliability during missions. The F-35 stands out as the epitome of technological advancement in the realm of fighter aircraft. Beyond its state-of-the-art cockpit, advanced sensor systems, and impressive weapon carriage capabilities, the F-35 engine represents a pinnacle of engineering excellence. Furthermore, its inherent stealth capabilities make it virtually undetectable to radar, underscoring its status as a formidable asset in modern warfare. Yet, despite its cutting-edge features, the F-35 remains versatile enough to accommodate practical necessities, such as its ability to carry its own boarding ladder, demonstrating its adaptability to diverse operational requirements. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.